Hey KFP, what's up and welcome back. My name is Natalie and today I'm going to be doing the book review and I'm really happy to be here. And I thank KFP, the KFP Newscast and all its representatives for inviting me to be on this segment. So let's get right into the book review. So the book I'm going to be reviewing today is Dead in the Water and it's by Suzanne Nelson. What is the book about and who are the main characters? The book is about this girl whose name is Bree, who has to spend her summer at her great aunt's house in this little town called Midnight Lake. It's kind of an odd little town because later on in the story, she finds about these monsters called Noggins. They can turn into anything they desire, to humans, to a horse, to fishes, whatever they want. And I would have to say that the main characters are Bree, Quinn, and Alhetta. Who is my favorite character in the book and why? I would have to say that my favorite character in the book is definitely Quinn because he has that, the book describes him in a way where it shows like as if he has that mischievous glint in his eyes. What is my favorite part in the book and why? I would have to say that my favorite part in the book is when Quinn's grandpa Arvid takes the curse. What curse am I talking about? Let me explain a little more in detail. So having the Noggin, heritage is a curse. And Quinn's family, his family has a heritage from a long time ago. So, for the curse to be lifted, someone has to be willing to take the curse from him. And his grandpa Arvid was willing to take the curse, and that part in the story is very heartbreaking because he tells him he leaves him a note saying, "I knew that someday I would have to take the curse from you," and that's basically my favorite part of the book. I feel like because it maybe lifts like a layer of confusion and worry that the reader gets by reading the book when you read the book. Would I make any changes to the book if I were the author? Why or why not? I guess I wouldn't make any changes to the book because Suzanne leaves each chapter better and better, exciting, letting the suspense level getting higher and higher. I feel like she just wrote it very good. Is this book fiction or nonfiction? This book is definitely fiction. Has a lot of fiction things in it, I guess. Would I recommend this book to any other student? I would definitely recommend this book any day because I feel, how I said before, Suzanne leaves it with just so exciting. If you only put yourself to read one chapter a day, you want to keep reading it until you're so lost in the book you feel like you want to finish it in that same day. Is this worth my time in reading this book? I have a certain list of books that I really, really loved the first time I read it, and this book definitely made the list. Is this an AR book and how many points is it worth? Yes, this is an AR book, and here it is. The level is a 5.2, and it is worth 5 points. Depending if you get any points wrong, if you get 1 point off, or 2, you'll get 4 points. Just make sure to read the book and remember some good details because the questions on here are pretty hard. So now you might be wondering what's the book about. So now I'm going to be reading the back of the book right here, and then on the first page it kind of gives another little description. So the back of the book says, when Bree gets stuck spending the summer at Midnight Lake, she resigns herself to 3 months of bug bites, burns, and boredom, the 3 Bs. But from the minute she dips her toes into the small town's waters, she finds dark currents swimming under the surface. First, it's legends of lake monsters and haunting sad music that no one else seems to hear. Then, when Bree's cute neighbor Quinn starts acting really strangely and animals begin to disappear in the night, she begins to realize that nothing is as it seems in Midnight Lake, including whatever is living at the bottom of it. That was the back, and just to leave you a little more curious about the book, I'm going to read the inside. It says, the black water reached Bree's knees. Her nightgown swirled on its surface, and still she took another step. In the distance, something was swimming toward her, just beneath the surface. It moved so sleekly with such lightning speed that it barely made a ripple in the water. Bree leaned forward. She wasn't frightened. Instead, she was filled with a calm curiosity and an inexplicable sense of longing. Yes, she wanted it to come for her, and there it was. She could almost reach out and do it and touch it now. What are you doing? A harsh voice broke through the music and a hand grabbed her forcefully, dragging her out of the water. And I wanted to read the inside just to be a little annoying to leave you a lot more curious about the book. So I hope you take an interest in reading it because it is a very exciting book. I asked a couple of students if they would consider reading it after reading them the back and the front, the inside. They said maybe, but yes, because it seemed scary. But in reality, it's not that scary. It's just very interesting, and I feel like the the author Suzanne, she put in a lot of ideas of things that were fiction and things that were also nonfiction. The part on the back where it said that animals begin to disappear in the night, here's a little hint, just so you get that a little better. Aunt Hedda, which is Bree's great aunt, has a lot of animals on her porch, but once you read that, you'll get what it's trying to say. So I hope you enjoyed this book review. I hope you guys think that I did a good job, and thanks so much KFE for having me here, and I'll see you guys next time.